Hello. 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 Hello.
What is some, like... Okay, so we gotta try and make words within the monthly. So there's month, hotly. Is hottie a word? H-O-T, like, can you do hottie with one T? Or do you need two? I love how Earn is... Alright, let's see how we did. So we got up to level 3. Progressing another 2 levels. Nice! Awesome. Let's see, how difficult was this? Oh, alright. Omega was here earlier. Got an alright bimbo rating. Alright, alright. Alright, one more round. There's like 2.5 minutes left, so. Artemis is happy she on top. Might, light. These are good hits. Good quick hits. Let's see. Melt. Oh, I see the long word. Joe was close. There we go. Timely. This is honestly fun. Timely, time, lime. Is time with a Y a word, is the question. I love how Tadmugs is just like, myth. I'm pretty sure you used myth in the last one. I'm just gonna see what happens. Nah, okay, so time isn't a word with a Y. Wild Saber just coming in with a hot take of, if there are blood banks, there should be blood casinos. Wild. Absolute ridiculous. Why should we have blood casinos, Wild Saber? What is the benefit of... What is the benefit of having blood casinos? Also, congratulations, Artemis. You got #1 in general rankings and #1 in level 5. That was some real good hustle right there. Excellent work. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, last time, big words are very helpful. Yeah. I think when they're like proper, like, I don't know, maybe long words are maybe easier to make proper lengthy ones than short ones. Now, the last time I was playing Gears of War 2, I was playing it via the quote-unquote cloud. Excuse me. Hello. So the last time I was playing it, it was like a case of, like, it kind of ran for a little while, and then, like, there would be a moment where it would just, like, break or something or rather. Now, I'm wondering... I'm just going through my settings right now. I'm just trying to see if there's a way... Launch game full screen. No, let's not launch it full screen. We're gonna make it...
Hello!
1080p. If we wanted higher resolutions... You'd need to unlock Game Pass Ultimate, which we're not gonna do. Start/stop using the mouse in game. To use combo combinations, press Control Alt Shift first. So yeah, launch streaming game in full screen. We're not gonna launch the streaming game in full screen. Let's see. I'm just having a look at Thingamadiggy. Oh, Wild Saber did a himbo rating. I got 47%. Good work, good work. Sir Dragon got 85%, which was pretty impressive. Also, hi there, Jack. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Joe, who couldn't think of a name for getting in first. I appreciate it. Hello to Omega, Artemis, my girlfriend. Hi. 10 Mux is here. Uranea Zach is here. Danny is here. And then Sir Dragon, Wild Saber, and Jack. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Hopefully you're doing good. Hey! 20 stream streak. Nice work there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You'll love to see it. So yeah, excellent. Almost thought you weren't gonna stream tonight. What? Almost? Why? What do you think was gonna happen? Hang on, sorry, I just need a dink. Thingy-majiggy is now ready. What did you think was gonna happen? Color me curious. What did you think was gonna go wrong? Cause like I granted I was a little bit behind in releasing the schedule, but you know, I released the schedule.
Manny.
All right, toggle full screen. All right, let's see if it picks up on it. Nope, it doesn't. So once again, I need to go into studio mode, go to game sources, and I need to tell it to capture a specific window, which is going to be Xbox. There we go. All right. Now, when I was last playing this game, back on Friday, there was a period in time where the game, like, I checked just to make sure I didn't miss anything. At least for me, it was I was gonna crash on my bed. Ah, okay. The mythical girlfriend that, until further notice, is suspected to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat with lipstick. Nah. She's not 3 kobolds in a trench coat with lipstick. She is a snep. She is a snow leopard in a corset and a skirt is what it is. It's right over here in the top left. Look at that! Damn, 93%! Hell yeah. Love to see it. But yeah, when I was in the middle... If Grant can confirm it, she's real and valid. Exactly. So yeah, so the last time I was playing this game as well, like, I was able to get, like, maybe 2 hours into it, and then, like, the rest of my PC decided to crash on me, which was... bit of a problem.
This place is falling apart.
At the sandbags! Gotcha.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to use this. I'm trying to do this with a controller, not by choice, but by necessity while I'm using a, Xbox gaming cloud thing. There we go. I'm gonna swap over to the long shot because we're gonna need probably the longer range. Hell yeah! What did I miss? You see no proof? Well, that's your thing, Wild Saber. Ain't my word against yours. Also, hi there, Ruby. Welcome, welcome. Give him hell. Will do. Thank you so much for coming on over. Hopefully you're having a wonderful time in Supreme Commando. Besides, if I wasn't a snap, I'd be 3 possums in a coat, no lipstick, because that's not in the song. That's constantly in your head. Wait, 3 possums in a coat? What in the world is 3 possums with a coat? I'm honestly curious if Crand has given her mod powers to bonk people in the chat. No, I've not done that. I've not done that with her yet, because, like, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to put her on the spot when going into these, like, because here's the thing, like, she knows me through trivia and shit, not because of, you know, the streaming and what have you, and, you know, it's great that, without brain, I can do this. Not because of, like, you know, streaming and, like, having a huge thing for me streaming. There's other qualities that she likes about me, and this is just like a little added bonus that she's fine with me, you know, streaming and all that. There we go. So yeah, so it's the same reason why, like, I didn't immediately put her in my Discord with, like, Himbro status to be able to, like, you know, jump into the streaming VC or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna put her on the spot or, you know, have her do a job. God, goodness gracious. So, where the fuck is the... There we go. Prank this. So, like, just chilling. Modding is work. Exactly. The girlfriend is here to chill, not to do a job, alright? That's why I've got, like, people like, Cap, Code, and Jason, and what have you. Alright, they're dead. When did you become a VIP? When you started coming here regularly. I have so many VIP slots available because at one point I had like 200 people watch me because of like some random raid, and so many of them were speaking at the same time that it was like, hey, congratulations, you have now unlocked like all these additional VIP slots, like way more VIP slots than
Get in that car and lay down some cover.
You know, than I would have it regular and such. So I just started giving it to the peeps that I know to be, you know, coming in at a regular interval. All right, pull the lever. Go. Who did that to me? Can you, like, get behind cover? Hold on. It will do a... God damn it.
Get up!
Alright, here we go. Another stream gain for VIP status. Nice work there, Jack. But yeah. Alright.
Baird, what's your status?
Not good, man. We're still trapped, and the Centaur's taking a beating.
Damn it! Let's get out of here. Incoming!
Damn it. I thought I had my... There we go.
Back in your hole!
What am I missing in... Jack's gains are low. Yeah, but they'll get more. They'll get higher.
Rock and roll.
All right.
Incoming.
The fuck is that guy? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... Thank goodness we're behind here and he can't get rid of a steel rail. Rev it up. Rev up the chain. It's like this. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, this way. Nope, wrong way. That was the wrong direction. Don't skip too many. They're recorded. You're a fully online student due to how much work you are and studying full time because you're a touch crazy. Yeah, she's a touch crazy. How do you think I got her? No sane person is gonna go for someone like me IRL with a body like this online. Actually, you know what I learned? You know what I learned in my latest one-on-one with my team lead, with my boss at work? There's someone from my office who is not in my team, who is not in the technology department. They know I do this. One of you, someone might be watching right now. This is like the most inappropriate shirt to wear. Hang on a sec. For the quick minute, let me just swap over to default. There we go. There is someone from my place of work. I don't know who I have a sneaking suspicion who they are. I don't know if they're in the chat right now. I don't know their username. But they seen me. They've seen this stream. They found the account and they shared that with potentially because my boss doesn't talk to plebeians, okay? When you have a manager and they learn something from another department, they're not learning that from, a low-level person, all right? They're learning that kind of stuff from a manager on top of it. Like, this has gone up the grapevine.
Did you see it?
I missed what I was meant to be seeing. But anywhoosies, there is somewhere out there in the interwebs, not through the technology department, but found this stream. And then they told their boss. And their boss figured this out. And they told my boss. And it sounded like they were looking to stir some fucking trouble. Because they were like, hey, Grant does some questionable things out of hours. And my boss, thank Christ for this is the baller boss I have. This Gen Xer is just sort of like, is it illegal? And they're like, no. And this is outside of work after hours. And they're like, well, yeah. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. My boss doesn't give my boss is like, I don't give a shit what he's doing outside of work. But in my one-on-one with him, he's like, hey, someone knows what you're doing. And they told me about this. And I'm just like, who? So now, definitely deserve your privacy. And also, I swear to Christ, if you steal my shirt at this point. But yeah, there's someone from my place of work that is not in the technology department. That is, for whatever, they know about this. I have a feeling I might know who might have been the original person. Who might have been the original person that, spotted this stream before telling their boss. But their boss decided to not be subtle. Oh, did I even... Ow! There we go.
Close that hole!
There we go.
Incoming! At the barriers!
There we go.
Incoming!
There we go.
Your shield!
Oh, he even says out loud, grab their shields. There we go. Alright, can I grab him is the question. Where is it? There it is.
This'll do.
Use the boom shield. While using, you can press A to plant it. Ah, okay, okay.
All right, there we go. Regular old shitty weapon.
Damn it.
At the barriers!
But yeah, I'm alive, don't you worry.
Got one!
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Good night!
There we go. Pick you up for the ammunition. Oh, it's no longer the heavy rain. It's just regular rain now. Okay. But yeah, how the heck is this questionable? I think the reason why it's questionable is because it's furry. But then also, you have to also remember the fact that this is a furry model that's existed for about a decade.
Status on the Centaur.
And while I have been streaming for the last...
I'll have it repaired in a minute.
While I have been streaming for like the last few years, it's in these few years, I have had my shirt taken, hyperhimboism. I've gotten not safe for work art, a lot of not safe for work art, even further than that. So like, there is quite a bit of baggage, okay? It's like in the same sort of vein as like you don't really want to know about the fact that like one of your workmates is probably a swinger. God damn it, Irenea Zach. Point proven right now. Excuse me while I take a sip of Pepsi Max. But yeah, so number one, find out who in the other department would know about this. And the fact of the matter is that I have like a pretty good intuition about who it might be because of like small other things as well. And what's more is, has she seen the maid outfit? What, my girlfriend or this random person at work? Because I think my girlfriend has seen the maid outfit. Yeah, there we go. See, Artemis says so. You don't think like she's been here for at least 20 streams now. She's seen the maid outfit. We've been DMing from time to time. I've now gotten her onto Discord, so I've now been like, you know, throwing like, you know, messages there and such like that as well. Like, there's been communication. The key to getting a girlfriend is communicating with them. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, anywhoosie. So like, I have a sneaking suspicion I know who the person is. Like the original leak or mole or whoever. I don't know which phrase to use. I think I have a sneaking suspicion who it might be. And I'm gonna see, like, and what's more is, ever since I've gone through, like, the initial, like, scare of my girlfriend, before she was my girlfriend, might I add, like, because we were just in, you know, communication and such like that, I did streaming one evening, and she sends me a message of, like, hey, good stream, and I just had this moment of, what? How do you know? And then, so then comes like that very, like, so that was like, ever since I've had to deal with that scare of like, oh, this girl that I like is aware of these streams and what have you. And like, you know, she's kind of been fine with it. And like, you know, I now have someone of like some semblance of normalcy who views this. And it's not just a case of like, you know, because like there's one friend who does know I stream this kind of thing and would love to hang out, but they're worried about doxing me and such. So, oh, the other person, they couldn't give two shits about streaming overall, so it's like, you know, they're not watching this kind of thing at all. And so yeah, so there's been like ever since, don't forget I changed my name so I got high-eyed and you couldn't pick it was immediately me. That too. So yeah, so there was a so ever since I've gone through that scare, I'm not as like panicky about people IRL finding out about this stream. I am still panicky as fuck when cookie for Vol. Here's your cookie, Vol. I am panicky as fuck when someone decides to go, man, this zebra, GrantZeebs is actually a very interesting character on Twitch. I wonder if there's anywhere else that this GrantZeebs character is. I'm going to give a quick Google and have safe search off when I do so. That's the concern. When someone decides to be nosy and not reach out to me after being nosy. Oh, I get, yeah, exactly. So I'm fine with Artemis. I'm fine with Artemis now, like, you know, doing the not safe for work search and such like that because, you know, she's totally fine with the zebra. And I think there's some aspects that she likes about the zebra and the DMing and such. But this person, I don't know how far the first-hand and second-hand person has gone. Because the first-hand person, like, saw me on Twitch and that's it. But the second-hand person decided to be nosy and look at and look at all the other stuff. Then it will do the blah 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 blah. Then they do all like the extra nosy stuff and didn't think to like, you know, chat to me about it. Then it's like, to bring up a previous act of this, the Sniper Wolf Jack films doxing, not at that level. Thank Christ, not at that level. This is, at best, this might turn into office drama, where basically, oh, out of all the people in the org filled with like, you know, under 30-year-olds that decided to go into Twitch, and a lot of people abandoning it after 6 months to a year, here's one person who's stuck
to it for like 5 years, and this is what they look like on stream. So, like, this is the difference. But yeah, any whoosies. Max defense, thank you.
Reavers! That is, if we didn't have a Reavers.
Where the fuck are the Reavers?
There, get it fixed. We'll hold them off.
Oh, there they are. And I just wasted it.
Keep them off us.
I have, like, no grenades, which is the annoying thing.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Bookie.
How we
Welcome.
doing? I'm trying. Get off my back. Not again. My wrench is stripped.
How am I doing? I'm doing fairly alright.
Let's get the hell out of here.
I do feel a little bit gassy though, because I did not have a proper diet on Sunday like I told myself I should, and now I'm reaping those repercussions, which is a little bit annoying. Oh yeah, and then, you know, the news of finding out that someone outside of the technology department and all that kind of nonsense, like, knows about this. And I don't know who it is explicitly. I have a sneaking suspicion who might have been the first-hand account, but it's gone up to the second-hand account of, like, a manager, and that manager decided to talk to my manager, thankfully my manager had my back, and it's just sort of like, this is outside of work, and it's after hours, I don't give a shit.
Should be able to find the entrance to the main.
But he did give it a little shit.
Roger
He,
that.
he bothered, like, looking at what this was and such, but that was about it. To aim the centaur, use the right stick, push forward to move in that direction, use the boosting capabilities, press
We found the entrance, then what?
Find the stronghold, activate Jack's beacon, and then raid hell on these bastards. Sounds so easy in theory, doesn't it?
doesn't it? So yeah. So we got some. Okay, so it doesn't let you use like the left thumbstick in directions. Oh, nice.
Come on, we gotta follow the road! Reaver!
But yeah, being a realist or not, get some. Yeah. See, this is the annoying thing, is like, I can't use the left stick to do some left
They
and
have
right turns.
outposts up here, then we gotta be going the right way.
Let's try not to be on fire.
We got a jump coming up! Use some juice, Marcus!
There we go. There we go. But yeah, so
I don't know about driving a tank over an icy lake, Marcus. We got no choice, Dom.
God damn it. Okay, so I have to, like, be mindful of that. We need some positivity to keep the train going. To keep Coal Train going.
Watch it! There's another hole!
Damn it. Didn't do a tight enough turn. This is probably going to be the more annoying sequence.
Watch it! There's another hole!
There we go.
The ice is breaking! Nice driving, Marcus! Reavers!
Oh, it doesn't like me doing the driving in whichever direction. Are you kidding me? We're on thin ice already. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice driving, Marcus! Reavers!
Once again, getting stuck in the ice.
Nice driving, Marcus!
Marcus!
Reavers!
Alright. And then the minute we hit the ice, it's just like, and we go to immediate slow down.
Jack with the 40 month
Jack!
tier 1 sub.
What did you do?
Looks like I've gone basically over 3 years subbing to you. Looks like I've gone basically over 3 years subbing to you.
Thank you so much
Here's
for
to
the resub.
reaching
I greatly
4.
appreciate it.
That
You
was
don't have to
way
deal with-
too close, man.
You didn't have to deal with any of the advertisement that's popping up, and you get to utilize all the cool emotes I've now generated.
Squish, squish, squash, squash!
Well, not generated, I should say the emotes that I've commissioned artists to do. I am not responsible for the art. Poor choice of words in my behalf. I'm sorry to say this every page of AI generation bullshit. But yay, we got through the thin ice.
Don't go anymore on the thin ice. Your bolt and their cannons are not a great mix.
The tank is burning, Marcus! You wanna die?
No, I don't want to die. It's just, it's very annoying to try and navigate this tank thing very much. Excuse me while I'm doing that. Also, thank you for the 50 bits. I greatly appreciate it. There we go. Ramming it is probably the zero option. Thank goodness the tank regenerates health like the what's the
Cedars! Up on the ridge!
Oh, god damn it, I wasn't paying attention to where I was driving. Idiot. Alright, where the hell am I? Am I only just off the ice, or... Oh no, it's Cedars here.
Cedars! Up on the ridge!
There we go. Sometimes you gotta just take cover and take your shots. Oh, what the? What was? Just hit some random fucking geometry, I suppose. There we go. It's strange. While I'm boosting, I can use the left and right thumbstick to like do a little course correction, like this.
Delta, this is Control.
But
You should be seeing a bridge just...
when I'm not, I have to use the
Control,
right
thanks.
stick to pick what quote-unquote forward is. Which is a little annoying, because I gotta use the right stick for aiming. Excuse me.
There's no way we're getting over that!
There's gotta be a way across.
Oh, never mind. Find another way. That wasn't a prompt for me to, you know, boost over it. It was to find another way. My fault.
There's no way we're getting over that!
There's gotta be a way across.
Yeah, there we go. Easy.
Shit!
Alright. Look, I was told there would be a bridge, and I thought we would just boost that bridge, and then we'd get a cutscene. It's not my fault that they didn't give this a really good boost. Come on. Alright, so we're ascending the mountain after going through the weird,
Reaver!
like, science experiment-y, classified gears thingy-majiggy.
And another!
I'm very much of the thought that like humanity like might have done like a creation of the locusts or some bullshit. So like they're not even like proper aliens because again they came from underground.
We're gonna have to take out that barricade!
Oh, okay, so never mind. We're not gonna go down there guns blazing. We're just gonna take pot shots from across the ridge because we are just wimpy boys instead of big boys. Dom, hit the tower. Dom, hit the tower. Can someone else run the turret instead of me? Because I seem to be doing everything.
Control, Delta here. We're entering Mount Canar. Comm signal's probably gonna go patchy soon.
There we go.
Roger, Delta. Keep me posted if you can.
Wilco, Delta out.
Okay, we're in. Now what?
Now we keep our eyes out for Locust. We're back on their home turf, so shape up.
Ain't no sweat, baby, because I always like the way games.
Great. It's gonna be real easy to shoot things now.
Yo, somebody turn on the lights. Can't have no game without lights.
Happy?
He's not unhappy. Oh, goddamn.
At least it's not another freaky-ass worm.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness for that. Hi, Ginger Fox. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing all right. How are things? I'm alive. Did a very irresponsible diet back on Sunday. So, a little gassy still this morning. I was working from home today.
Watch it!
Oh! Plumbing went through, so that's good. You missed the giant worm escape? Yeah, you missed us sawing through the giant worm. You gotta hang out in these streams a little more often, Jack. You are alive, but just barely. Understandable. But, you know, that's how a lot of people are in 2026. Here in Australia, we're getting all kinds of problems.
Hey, Mom,
it's expensive
Dad,
trying to get food. It's expensive trying to get fuel now. And most recently, they've done like a second wave of like, you know, restricted content kind of ban. So now like anything that's trying to like, you know, do 18 plus material and such, it's like, oh, you're gonna need to like, you know, do ID verification and what have you. Now, one of the, ooh, hello.
Watch it!
Yeah, let me
Man,
just...
stay away from the edge, all right?
One of the sites, Pornhub, they took a classic move out of their playbook, which was, oh, we're being forced by a government body to provide, like, you know, ID verification that we're not for in order for people to, like, facilitate usage on our website. We're just gonna opt to not operate in that region. They have done this several times. They have done this in 28 different US states. And... ah, shit.
There, we lost power. No shit!
I fell asleep after an hour, mostly because I had gotten off work and was feeling the fatigue. Ah, fair enough, fair
Get
enough.
up like that!
Oh, the what's-a-mahoozy thing. Oh, there's more than one what's-a-mahoozy thing. There's several what's-a-mahoozy things. That's not good.
Okay, give it a try. Shoot it!
Go. Come on, show your face. There we go. No one has done the verification. They haven't even given a way to do... No one has done the verification, and they haven't even had a way to do the verification. Here's the thing as well, is, like, porn... So it's just an obstacle with a time limit. It was an obstacle with a time limit, because here's the thing, is that the age verification that happens right now is being done on, like, a per website basis. So so it's basically, you know, Pornhub, Discord, Roblox, like, Fortnite, all of these different, like, companies have to pick what their age verification is going to be, and rather than going through, like, you know, a device vendor like Google or Apple and saying, hey, we want you guys to implement, you know, these systems and such, they have to go through their own system, which means leaning upon a third party for ID verification, and that third party can't hold on to your ID unless, you know, the first initial wave failed and they need to get, like, a human person doing the change and such like that. So basically what's happening is that this movement, this, like, change in, like, forcing ID verification has remained being on... God damn it, Masonic, why you gotta go stealing my pixels when I'm trying to explain some very critical topics? Advertisement starts in 15 seconds? No, let's snooze that. So yeah, so Pornhub, like, I've only seen one article. I've seen one throwaway article that is explained that Pornhub has an entirely different, like, you know, like, they want to have a different ID verification method. They don't want the ID verification being done on a per site basis or having it being done as a front end verification where it's, you know, us taking a selfie, providing it to the ID provider for a particular website. What Pornhub is trying to, you know, what they want to advocate for, I don't know how strongly they're advocating it. Obviously not well, because it's never entered into anyone else's zeitgeist until I decided to do the research. But what Pornhub basically wants is, instead of having the website holders holding on to the ID verification, and, you know, when they do the check and such on the account, it goes through, Pornhub wants to have it on the device. So basically, if you are browsing on, say, a mobile phone or a laptop, that device gets the ID verification tag on it. And, like, you know, let's say, for example, on the iPhone, your ID is verified, and so iPhone, who, may I remind you, their latest OS is now being seen as NATO approved for classified communications and what have you, that device would hold, like, a fingerprint or some sort of, like, digital reference of, hey, this person has provided their ID and is confirmed to be, you know, of age, of at least 18 or something like that. And websites just lean upon that fingerprint, or I shouldn't say fingerprint, I should say that, you know, signature, quote unquote, that signature or confirmation that they are of age, and let them through the website. I've seen one article make mention about this thing. What I have seen time and time again, however, is that Pornhub is frustrated with having to do the ID verification, and they decided to say, fuck this. We're not gonna, host or, provide the content within that state because your state sucks. Now, this has happened 28 times in the United States. 28 times. And they've started doing it in countries. And they've then applied it to Australia. I hate to break it to you, Pornhub, but if your strategy for combating age verification, which, may I advise, is being advocated by people who don't like pornography 100%, you're not winning your argument by deciding to leave the fucking website. You're not winning. You're not making this solution harder for people. You're making it easier for the people that have done the ID push. These are people that have been pushing on banks and credit card vendors. Do you think rescinding your free access is what's going to get people going, could we be having the wrong solution in place for protecting the children? No, it's the pornography that's wrong. You're not winning. You're not winning by deciding to just be like, nah, we don't want to do ID verification, we're just going to leave. Because guess what? The people that have advocated for the ID verification would rather you not operate. This is the malicious compliance that they are trying to apply. They don't want you to be here. So by you leaving, you're not winning. You're not somehow proving the fallacy of ID. Instead, you are actually strengthening the advocacy's bias of, hey, if they don't do the ID verification, then they shouldn't be operating in here because they could be doing something nefarious. Like, that's what the narrative they're going to decide to provide. It doesn't matter how many people start downloading VPNs. It doesn't matter how many people all of a sudden go into more dangerous websites. The fact of the matter is that according to the government, the browsing goes down. The VPN sure goes up, but like generation by generation, we have made it easier to get what we want from the internet. So there isn't a point from having, like, the knowledge. There is people, modern Generation Z, Generation Alpha, who are not going to Linux because it is, like, more connective tissue and such like that. They're going to Linux because Steam is creating a simplified means of getting on Linux to play video games. They are going onto phones and going onto websites because the phone makes it easier. There are Generation Z and Generation Alpha who do not need to be on command prompt, so they don't use command prompt and they're not familiar with the commands. They don't go into File Explorer because they don't need it. They have Google Drive or OneDrive on a website and that's their system. You are dealing with an audience that, like, has been going more and more in the direction of not caring. So if your solution is to just wipe your hands, you're not going to get you're not, I'm just annoyed. Advocate, like, don't just say, oh, it would be better if it was this, because guess what? They want you to fail. They want you to just fuck off. But don't fuck off. Instead, actually start putting your weight in. Start being the bad guy, okay? Start doing what Epic Games does. You know what Epic Games did when they were pissed off with, like, the movement of, Google and Apple wanting them to do a 30% cut of all their funds, and they were like, oh, hey, you know what? Let's just make it so that explicitly, if you go onto Epic Games directly, you get a 30% bump of what you would get as opposed to Apple or Google. Apple and Google got mad, so Apple got them off the platform, in which case Epic was like, yep, we knew you were going to do that. We're taking you to court, buddy. Get fucking locked in. So many people were like, why the fuck would they do this? Because Apple does this to everyone. This sounds so bullshit. Guess what? Epic has decided to take on that fucking shit-eating grin and has decided to actually take on the legal battle, because there used to be a time where legal battles were important and set new precedent and showed us the actual, like, greedy nonsense that Apple has, where they didn't need to have the 30% cut, and in all of their efforts in keeping people on the Apple payment system, they have gutted frequently asked questions and support documentation for good applications, because it would make a brief mention about how their payment system would work, and if they weren't going to be using Apple's explicitly, then they had to fucking, like, pull it all out. Like, Sometimes you have to piss people off, okay? You have to piss people off. And Pornhub is doing the weirdest fucking move by saying, oh, we're gonna piss off our customers by pulling out from this. Rather than doing like the actual fight of going, you know what? We're gonna be doing ID verification, but we're gonna be advocating that it's going to be device verification. If you want to see our shit, you're gonna put your ID verification is gonna go through Apple, who already have your credit card, who already have your name, your home address. They have everything. If they really wanted to replicate you and turn you into a fucking machine, a la Cyberpunk Johnny Silverhands 2077, they would have done that already. But instead, we want you to prove to Apple, who have your credit card, who have your phone, your ID, your address, and your name, that, hey, you're 18 at least. And then when that gets applied, we get that little thumbprint and say job done and move on. Guess what? You know who often has their own phone? People. Have you seen, like, do you know how often parents are letting kids use their own phone? Not that often. That statistic is shrinking. And what's more is no parent is going to let their kid on their phone to get to Pornhub, all right? God damn, like, I just...
It's funny, Cole. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, it's annoying to verify your ID, but, you know, it's been... How am I stuck? There we go. It's annoying to provide your ID, but, like, it's too late now. This thing has already... And what's more is the thing that they don't tell you... You know what? You know the people that have been, like, you know, advocating for, you know, doing the ID verification thing and doing some restrictions based on, like, your age and what have you? You know who was in those talks? You know who decided to join in with the government, e-safety, and say, hey, I would like to, you know, help you draft some of this stuff? You know who was there? Sony. You know who was there? Nintendo. The gaming companies are already there. They were already in the room when it happened. They were already there in the room, helping with the draft. And we are now at the stage where some of them have decided to go, sure, we let some legal guy in our company talk to the Australian government about internet safety and, you know, give their recommendations and, you know, we let them do their thing. But how is it going to affect us? The businessman that is operating internationally and gets a good cut of people. GrantZeebs and taking 18 plus verification too seriously. It's not that I'm not taking it too seriously. It's that we are past the point of don't do ID verification. The genie's out of the bottle. We have kids on the internet. We have entered into the space of we don't have a lot of people educated on the dangers of the internet. The internet that I grew up in, the internet that many of you probably grew up in, hopefully, you know, many of you are over the age of 18. If you're not, holy fucking shit, I need ID verification to be happening, so then that way I don't get in trouble for under 18-year-olds going onto the stream. But the point is, we are past the age of the 1990s and 2000s where the information they can take from you is your credit card if you were dumb enough to give it to them. That's no longer the information on the internet. The information on the internet is information that we have relinquished because we put skin in the game. It wasn't enough that we figured out what the next film was releasing at our cinema. We had to post online that we were going to the mall, that we went to these schools, that our friends went to this school, that our parents were having trouble in this job. We have entered into an age where we have put skin in the game. We have put information on the internet we're not going to be able to get back. The Barbara Streisand effect, the Kevin Bacon number, all of these things, they've already happened. There's too much on here. And unless you want to stop the internet, which no one wants to do, both, you know, consumer and developer and what have you, you're going to need to take the hard hit, and which is start policing who goes where. The people that are telling you that this is invasive privacy and such like that, they would rather you not go on the internet with any information whatsoever. But guess what? You already have. If you've got a Facebook page, if you already have a Facebook profile, now you've already got a lot of your information, and you're going to upset the people that, you know, advocate for internet privacy and such like that. If you've purchased something online, you're gonna upset them as well. So like, it's a very I have some friends that are like, you know, we shouldn't do ID verification. It should be back on the parents. And I'm like, that's cool if we actually lived in a universe where, you know, the parents were like, you know, hugely paranoid like in the 1990s, but... Ow. Where the fuck's the Brumac?
There's enough!
Thank you for the random shirt, Sir Dragon. I'm just... There are better ways we can do the ID verification, and... like...
Only one way to go now!
If we really want to, like, have...
Are you crazy, Marcus?
Yeah.
Oh, shit! We're not gonna make it!
Here we go!
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. See? We made it.
That's it. No more jumps, all right?
Ha ha! Come on, baby, let's do it again! Uh-oh, I think Brad just pissed himself.
Yeah. Thanks for the memories. Awesome.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hold up.
I didn't expect Mac to go this mad. It's not like, it's just... If you've been on the internet for as long as I have, and you've seen just how much that this playbook's being played, and how like fruitless it's been in the area and in the greater span, you would, I feel like people would be mad as well.
The surface wasn't safe no more.
And you guys thought down here was safe?
Nowhere is, son. Not anymore. We were fine here for a few months, as long as you stayed away from the roads and Nexus. But now they're coming around where they didn't before. Kidnapping people, torturing them.
Nexus?
Yeah, Nexus. You got wax in your ears? Nexus is where all the locusts come from.
How the fuck does a civilian know this
Hey,
information?
old man, can we get there from
Crazy.
here?
You'd have to cross the lake, but nobody does except Locust. Those waters ain't safe.
Nowhere it is, right? All right, Cole, Baird, I want you to take these people up to the surface. Dom and I will continue on foot.
What? But
They're gonna die otherwise. You'll follow down in the grind lifts once we set off Jack's beacon.
But we can't.
This is when he tells you he'll take it under advisement. Come on, man, let's roll.
Old man, gather everyone and go with them. They'll take you to safety.
Oh, wait a minute. This doesn't mean we gotta fight in your army now, does it?
I didn't say that, but you're not staying here.
Hi, Goldie. Welcome, welcome. You missed me having a tirade about the fact that
You ever seen this
you
one?
know, Pornhub like doing the dumb move of like not allowing traffic from Australia, thinking that was going to give them a win in the ID verification thingamadiggy after doing it in like 28 different states in the United States.
Group, I think. But Stu and them got captured.
But the captured ones, the Locusts have been taking them towards Nexus?
Probably. Or the work camps along the way.
How do we find them?
When you get to the highway, near the dam, there's a path that'll take you there.
Thanks, old man.
Don't know
Old man
what
has
good
a
it
wedding
does
ring
you.
on his
You ain't
finger,
getting in
but
there
it's,
unless
again,
you're a
they're doing the
locust.
thing where it's not a separate object on his
Marcus,
finger, it's like a
What if
texture
the
on his
beacon
finger.
doesn't work?
Also, hi there, Warhawk.
Jacinto down here.
Yeah.
Control, Delta here. Cole and Baird are heading to the surface with survivors for evac.
Roger that, Delta. What about you and Dom?
We're heading in deeper to the Nexus stronghold. We think we found the path.
Copy that. We have grind lift reinforcements awaiting your signal.
Thanks, Control. Delta out.
This is crazy, man. Maria better not be down here.
She likely
Everything's
is.
gonna work out, Dom, all right?
Yeah. I hope so. Hard to believe this leads to a Locust City. Feels too old.
Maybe that'll be our advantage. This would be the last route they'd think we'd take.
Most likely.
They're on! Watch it!
Look out!
There we go. Yeah. Like, the people that don't want to deal with ID verification live, like, some of them are just sort of in this realm of, like, their next solution is the people would be better. And it's like, no. The point of the law is not for...
They got boats?
Worse, gunboats!
Oh yeah, that's right, gunboats. I need to not deal with the gunboats. Hi there, Soylent Orange. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing alright. How are things? Doing good? Go. Oh, fuck. Okay, so there is like a limit. There is a limit to how long we can hold that thing. There we go, right in the leg. Hi there, Blue. Welcome, welcome. You had your first affiliate stream last night. You made a whole 2 cents. Hey, let's go. That's how the first stream goes. That's how it goes. You get your affiliate. You get to work on it. You'll figure out a cadence as well. You figure out who your pals are. Get some regular folk. You'll get advertisements running, and then, you know, some of them will be annoyed and will get subscriptions, and then you give them emojis, and you go for like a mix of emojis that are like, you know, appropriate to your stream, but then also utilizable in other areas. And then next thing you know, you got people subscribing to you for the emotes. The fuck just went into the ocean? How's it going, Blue? You doing good? How has the TCGing been? You went from like Pokemon to what's-a-mahoozy, Yu-Gi-Oh. Hi! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome! My name is Grant. I am a variety himbo streamer. I go through games of nostalgia more often than not, and picking up games that are new to me on the side. Welcome. I hope you're doing fabulous. There's no what's-a-mahoozy thing for the raid. What in the world? Unless, did my stream stop? Hang on. There we go. There's the shout out for Tin. Weird. Tired as fuck, to be honest. Look, fair enough. It's like a really late time for you in the what's-a-mahoozy in the North Americas. It's like 4 in the morning in Texas time. I don't know what time in the morning it is for you, but you're now officially on Monday at the very least. So hopefully you had a wonderful time in Marvel Rivals. Gotta love VTuber scuff. This was less of VTuber scuff and more just streaming scuff. That's everything. You played a bunch, was also going through Sonic Frontiers. Hey, nice, cool. All right, so speaking of all games, you're currently playing Fallout 3 on the PlayStation 3. Oh, nice. I've played through Fallout 3 in my own time. Oh my gosh, do I need to go to the bathroom? It hasn't even been an hour, and like a part of me is just busting to go to the bathroom, which is not a great thing. With Fallout 3. I played that long ago, like, you know, before streaming. Right, he says. And I giant that. What the? Who's behind me? Dom. Oh my god, Dom. Are you serious right now? God damn it, Dom. Alright, fine. I'm gonna take this opportunity to go on a bathroom break. So, it's gonna be a quick 30-second advertisement. But then we're gonna, like, have the what's-a-mahoozy thingamadiggy start. Hopefully this works out. RDWOTA. Here we go. Oh, also I should probably do the dance while I'm on my bathroom break. Oh my god.
Bork, bork, bork. Bork, bork.
All right. I wash my hands. Let me get my chest rig up. Whiskey. Hey, there we go. All right, we'll let this run for a little bit longer. We'll let this run for a little bit longer, and then once this round is done, I'll head back into Gears of War 2, okay? Serious? Oh. How? Okay. How long? How long has that happened? Blue. That was there forever. Also, I need to show the game again. Sorry. That was there for so long. What do you mean? That was there for several streams. And no one thought to tell me? No one thought, hey, Gran, did you know you misspelled playthrough? None of my moderators. Absolutely none of them. I rarely look. Well, that's an honest take. All right, we got up to round 8, it seems. So Shame about that. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Alrighty then. Back to the Gears of War we go. Where the fuck is my other weapon? There we go. Yeah! Get fucked. There we go. Alrighty, let me just revive Dom. Also, Zeebs, guess what game you recently bought from GameStop for 15 bucks? There are way too many games that could hit into that 15-buck range. I have no idea which one you're talking about. As a professional editor, I feel slightly chagrined I didn't notice that. You're a professional editor, Soylent? Wait, like, editor of, like, the written word, or editor of, like, the video and what have you? Because you do a lot of writing, I know. Here we go. Star Wars The Force Unleashed? Oh, okay, I know that one. I know that one. Unfortunately, none of it is canon, which is a little upsetties. Writing. Man, I wish I could do video editing. You have so many ideas. As do I. There's always, here's the thing, is that as creative people, there's always going to be ideas. The difficulty is never thinking up the creative thing. It's utilizing the skills you have gained over the years to execute on that idea. That's the tricky bit. Guy out of the way. Yeah! Okay, oh, it does just a... Okay, hopefully I did get that. Yeah, it looks like I got him. Nice. Why don't you? Is it a time thing? Time, skill, energy, could be all sorts.
Ah, crap.
I mean, the voice actor that plays Starkiller is also the voice for Darth Maul in the Clone Wars TV. That is true. Sam Whitaker is an amazing VA and what have you, and it's cool that he's able to do Darth Maul now. But yeah, like, so much of Starkiller is just not canon, which is like a bit of a shame. So there's like the fact, like being able to like grab the fucking like a Star Destroyer and like stop it from like, you know, crashing into the whatsamahoozy. That would have been so cool. But yeah. Can I shoot at the fish? Will that help? No, it will not.
It's gonna be a bitch to get back to shore.
Well, at least he's pushing us, so... Starkiller is OP as fucking Legends? Yeah, in Legends, but what's even more is, like, the video game strength is not translated into the novels or anything like that. That's how they pick their, like, Legends strength.
Why'd they just drop off?
Like, video games is, like, the
the emulsion
weakest
fields?
source for, like, demonstration of strength. It's in, like... It goes film,
else.
TV show,
your
and
eyes
then
open.
novels, and then video games in terms of, like, you know, canonical
Hey, wait,
demonstration
what
of
happens if
strengths
we breathe in
and
this shit?
attributes.
It's too late now.
Ugh, those.
What was that?
Nothing good.
Don't worry about it. Okay, maybe we worry about it.
We need to get off this thing, man.
You're preaching to the choir. The gunboat's back. Hold on. Take it out. Get across.
Here we go.
Look out.
What's the right side? What's your left? We're on your left!
Did I earlier like two-shot like a bigger enemy? Because that was kind of insane. There we go. Excuse me.
We're on the right!
I guess there's no one else. The thing is, I have more writing projects than I could probably finish in my lifetime. I'm already expectly preparing for making those, taking the time to learn an entirely new skill, and then hobbling my way through the growing pains of making bats. Yeah. That is honestly that is valid. And what's more is trying to trying to go back from zero to something after you've done exceptionally well in one area is a very difficult trait to do, especially later on in your years when you kind of need to do a good job with your existing skill set for like making money and, you know, balancing your brain and shit. It's not an easy option to just be like, oh yeah, like this thing that I'm good at and what have you, I'm gonna ignore it, like that is making me better in, like, you know, finances and what have you, in order to pursue this other thing that is not, you know, doing stuff for me right now. It's a very risky like investment in the self. There is a privilege in learning when you were younger that is not explained well.
You gotta be kidding me!
Do we survive this? Or is this a failure?
Hang on, Dom!
Okay, we're maybe surviving this. That's good.
I ever tell you how much I hate the water?
Brackish water.
Sounds like trouble.
There's something under the water!
Yeah, I figured, and we don't have a turret.
Yeah, but it's down there! Where is it?
I don't know, but it's definitely not going away.
There we go. I need a moderator.
Lost him!
No idea where the fuck he is now.
Out there!
Okay, that's a massive beast. I'm not gonna be able to get him with my gun. I will say that it was a lich or something, I would be the most polymath motherfucker out there. I wouldn't have legions of dead. I'd be a one-man production studio.
Take it out!
Yeah, like, that's the thing. I think when you bring in the idea of immortality, you have to contend with the fact that
From the inside!
you're, like, immortality means that you need to fill in your time. And the question is like, how many new skills or how much perfectionism are you going to try?
Get inside its mouth!
What in the fuck? Oh, this thing. This is disgusting. Does kill him. You're gonna have nightmares
tonight. It's a crazy Kraken, I'll tell you what. monster! Oh, it was Soylent that was trying to see my ass. Okay. Why are you trying to get to my ass?
Biggest fish I've ever caught.
Let's just
Water
get out of the
sports.
goddamn water.
Yay. We took part in the water sports and we won.
Up ahead.
Alright. Sorry, I just needed to check a text message. Swap to...
Armed and ready.
You just wanted to see if the Hyper Himbo did your whole model? Oh no, the Hyper Himbo, like, was done thankfully by Wulcond, and it was all top-heavy stuff. I'm not someone with the fat ass. I'm a beefcake for the top half.
Hey, Marcus. Lit torches. I think we are sneaking in the back door.
Thank you, Blue. Appreciate it. Actually, I should probably, like, slip into here just in case.
With that many troops on the move, that's gotta be the highway.
Well, then let's follow him to where the action is.
Wait, Marcus. The old guy said we had to branch off the highway at the dam.
Look. We need to stick to the mission.
We're not gonna...
We have no idea if Maria's down here, and
I need to know. You don't have to go with me, all right?
Damn it. That's just gonna get us both killed. We need to get into the stronghold and activate the beacon. This is it, Dom. This is everything we've been fighting for.
Yeah? Well, Maria's everything I've been fighting for. She's my fucking wife, all right?
So you gonna turn your back on your whole world, then? The other gears we fought with? All the people who've died?
She's probably his whole world.
Sorry, Marcus. After what you did for your father, I thought you'd understand.
What? Okay, what do we do first? When moments like that pop up, I'm like, it would be great if we got, like, a little heads up from the game. Instead of, like, just us sitting here wondering, like, how the fuck did we get to that conclusion?
Follow me.
What am I missing, Blue? I just wanted to see if the No, I already read Soil and Orange, so I'm thinking Excuse me. Interesting. Same sort of buttons as we get in the facilities.
All clear.
Are we about to do something that's gonna get Dom killed?
Dom, go back.
Although his story isn't, like, finished or anything like that, so unlikely.
Looks like the old guy's intel was solid.
Move up.
Alright, next floor.
Great. More water.
Let's look for a way across. That did it.
Marcus! That grump's opening the floodgates!
Force.
Under fire! Rock and roll!
All clear! Close one. Let's get out of here.
Alright, you're moving. Cool. Stick to me. Although I'm low on ammo, which isn't great. Ah. I haven't done too much with my, like, streaming, like, ever since the move, and, like, actually probably for, like, the last year. I have not been keeping up with, like, trying to do, blah, 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 blah. I've been doing a lot of keeping up with the regards of something like, you know, clipping or changes to my background. I need to have a think about it. I remember, like, I was actually in a conversation with Unnamed.
Wretches!
In a conversation with Unnamed today. It was like the end of their day and what have you, where they were like, you know, where's your, like, are you coming with stickers or business cards or something like that? And it's like, no, why would I? And they're like, you're going to a con, like, how do you not have stickers, or like, for your persona or your streams or what have you? And I'm like, this is meant to be like sort of my vacation. Or where it's just, yeah, but we can still be networking. And I'm like, there was a part of me that was just like, I have legitimately did not think, like, I barely tried.
Bring it!
Like, I probably should have thought about getting stickers and such. Like, it's a week before I go to Texas, so it's, like, kind of too late now.
Give me that.
Like, I just thought, like, I'm going to TFF. If anyone will recognize me, it will be while I am in fursuit of all things, which is going to be appropriate then, and not, you know, IRL and then handing business cards or stickers.
Gotcha.
You got your own suit? Yeah, I've got a partial of my zebra. It's got the head and the arms. The arms are slightly padded as well, so they're a bit, you know, there's a bit more muscle on them, so I can, like, you know, be doing flexes and such, and, you know, cool, goddamn. Well, he shouts medic, and it's like, it isn't a medic, it's Dom.
Now I'm pissed!
So yeah, like, that's just my thought, is like, I would just go for a fursuit, like, while I'm up there, and that's it. I wasn't gonna, like, be doing business cards or something like that. And, like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get business cards, or stickers for that matter, before, like, next Monday. Like, they take time. Locust terminal? What? Can we work this Locust terminal?
Can you find a visual match on Maria? So many people.
Oh, is that Maria?
I think he found her.
But what's that symbol mean?
Could be where they're keeping her. Let's look around. Marcus, I want to take point on this one. Follow me.
All right.
My God. How long have they been taking people like this?
I don't know, but we've got to keep moving. If Maria's in one of these things, we got to find her quick. Let's check this terminal. It could tell us if she's in here.
I see Zeebs' fursuit. Where is that photo? What photo?
That's not it. We gotta find that symbol. Follow me. Marcus, looks like a patrol up there.
Hold your fire. Let's let him pass by.
Alright, waiting. Waiting.
Go! There's another terminal. Let's check it. That's not the right symbol.
Yep.
Move up.
Just doing the stealth thing, I see. Just give us a minute.
Follow me.
I sent the photo in question. Ah, okay. Is it? Now comes the fun where I check this photo. Oh yeah, it's me getting my hand eaten by a fox. Yeah, hang on a second. Do you mind if I download this and share it to the class, share it to the stream? Give me a second. Alrighty. Browse. Here we go. So this is the image. Me in fursuit. I'm getting my fucking hand eaten by Blue. He's just oning me. It's absolutely fucking horrendous. Hi there, Izzy. Sucking fingers, are we? He's biting me. He's eating me. He's gonna eat me. Horses are herbivores. You say that, but here I am. But like, I'll be real with you. I'm just gonna be, eating hamburgers when I want. So, not my problem. Omnivores. Yeah. There was a what was it called? There was like a company that did like stickers in Australia. It was like chicken something. Sticker chicken? Is that what it's called? Yep, sticker chicken. shipping calculated at checkout, and then you do like find what you want. Durable, scratch resistant. All right, so you can get like 4-centimeter stickers. If I go like with a 50-pack gloss. Yukari Maka, can we share your order? Sure. GrantZeebs. Image upload. Let me see what happens when I give him this sticker. Hang on. Where is... Here it is. Donk, donk. 'Cause tasty? Yeah. Then why do other furs want to eat your leg? It's a lot of what's-a-mahoozy furs. It's a lot of, Brain, come on. You can do this, Brain. It's a lot of, I can do this. I can do this. Brain, come on, you can do this. A lot of vor fans and like, you know, just lions and hyenas being like leggy. It's just how they are and what have you. So.
Shit. This isn't the right area. Let's go.
Just, you know.
Yo.
We're just waiting for these guys to...
Let's go.
Locust Terminal, here we go.
They spotted us. Open fire. Now you got. Gotcha.
All right, let's check this sign.
Follow me.
Nope, not that one.
This isn't the right area.
Yeah, you don't think I don't know that? Yeah. Actually, Blue, question. What's the quickest turnaround with stickers? Because Unnamed asked me, like, this afternoon/evening about stickers, and I didn't have any, and they're just sort of like, and they're like, why don't you have stickers? Oh, damn it. Return to the action.
They found us! We got company!
Jack, find Maria! We'll hold them off!
Damn it.
Oh yeah! To the left!
Gotcha.
Oh, I was disconnected from the session due to an error of some sort. Go ask Jack, you get a better response? Yeah, but Jack is in Singapore. Like, I'm gonna be frank with you, like, could be, might not be the best option, like going to Jack, so. Alright, Jack made me stickers. Ah, okay. So they'll probably have like an industry understanding of like, how long does it take for custom sticker prints? Excuse me. I'm just gonna ask him, how long are custom sticker prints? Less than a week, question mark? To see if, like, you know, I'm not about to, like, you know, do a request for, like, a crazy, crazy request or something like that. And then there's, like, some... Alright, here we go. Also, actually, while that thing has crashed, I'm just gonna have a look at my event viewer just to have a quick, you know, investigative check to make sure that my PC hasn't actually gotten like a... Like, I want to see if, like, there's like an explanation for like this particular crash or anything like that. Because the last time I played this game, like, I think I started it up like 3 times and there was like something wrong, like on the 3rd go, that like, it wasn't just the game that decided to freeze, but the entire PC decided to start having problems, which was not great. Looking at this though, it doesn't look like there's been any problems at 7:30-ish. So it looks like it could just be a cloud issue. Still crashes less than New Vegas. Yeah, but at least like it's New Vegas would give you reports as to why it crashed in some regard on your PC, whereas this one, I'm going through a cloud service, technically speaking, so, like, you know, the cloud server isn't going to send me back a report of, hey, you tried doing this thing, and we had trouble understanding what was going on. Give me a couple minutes. So, it didn't do that for me. So, yeah. Alright, let's see how much of this game I'm gonna have to, like, do all over again. Solo campaign. Answers. Okay, hopefully this is at the point where it's just like, you know, trying to save Jack.
That's it. This must be the area.
Yep,
Start
cool.
looking.
Alright. This is it.
They found us! We got company!
Jack, find Maria. We'll hold them off.
Damn it.
Who's next? At the barriers! Bring it! Let's take it.
To the left.
Damn it.
Bring it!
Bring it, he says, and I'm struggling.
Nice!
Okay, that guy just fucking spawned out of nowhere.
Frag out! Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
War crime.
They're flanking us left.
Rock and roll. Damn.
Give me a sec, give me a sec. God damn it.
Now I'm pissed. At the barrier. This will do. It's overheated. It's up to me.
Did it! It's never a war crime the first time. Oh, it's just a happy accident, is it?
I can't believe it, Marcus. We finally found her. Maria.
Is she gonna fall over?
Maria.
Nope, she just walked with, you know, keeping her legs, like doing that thing ladies do to be seductive and such. Oh, no, she's losing her strength.
Dumb.
Tatsu, you're drawing your next Beast Boy inspired OC as animals. What should I do as my next animal? Gazelle. That just popped into my head. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to think of.
I'm so sorry, Maria. I tried to find you. God, I did. No, please, no. Maria. God damn it, it's me, Dominic! It's Dominic!
I don't think she's coming back from this.
Marcus!
Considering we had, like, a dude in our army, like, in less than a day.
I don't know what to do,
They, like, you know, shoot himself. I don't know how she's gonna be dealing with this.
It's okay.
This is not... I don't think she's walking away from this.
I'm so sorry.
Also, this doesn't feel like the appropriate music.
I'm so sorry.
This is not the appropriate music for having like a sorry, in my head, I feel like what they're trying to do with the music with like the orchestral and such like that is just trying to make it so it's like, you know, a moment of like, you know, this is like the battle is still waged and all that kind of nonsense and is like, you know, this isn't over. But like with the horns and all that, it feels more like the dawn before the war. Note to self, don't name a daughter Maria. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, like with this, it should be in a minor key instead of a major and yeah, exactly, no brass. I think the way it should have been done is that it should have been like, you should have had like maybe chimes or like a little like don't do brass, just do like chimes and like flutes and such. Like if there was a theme for Dom and Maria, which was like a romantic theme, and then you had that play in minor here, I reckon it would be like a lot better, because then you would have the, oh, this is a song that's normally meant to be of like love and such, but then it ends up being, you know, a like it's not a victory, it's a cry for what was once, what was now lost, what once was. But it's not that. Like, have a listen.
I love you so much.
So yeah. There's better than what Dazzy made you draw. He made you draw them as a blobfish. When the fuck would Beast Boy be a blobfish?
I'm sorry about Maria, but she's in a better place now. You did what you had to do. I found a way to sneak into Nexus. But if you want to go in guns blazing, I don't blame you.
I want to kill them all.
Hey there, friendly pylon. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing all right. Ding dong. Way the wrong music. Whack an obi and a clarinet over the top of the strings in a minor key. That would have been good.
Dom.
Yeah.
How you holding up?
Let's see how this goes.
I'm surviving. About all I can do.
Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, maybe there isn't a good... Actually, no, we'll keep this up, because there might be a reason for it as we go further into this. Yeah, like, even in this section here, someone's wanting to do, like, trumpets and such. Like, this could just be me, like, you know, with the hindsight of, like, games that have been released after this, doing, like, using the orchestral instruments, like, more. But...
I think we found our locust stronghold.
Yeah, you don't need to use everything in the orchestra to get, like, a good orchestral score. Like, there's times and places for things.
Now where do we find the queen?
My bet's on that tower in the middle. It's the closest thing we've seen to a palace.
So when should we activate the beacon?
When we get in deeper. The cavalry needs solid ground to land on. We gotta make sure no lifts land in the emulsion. Come on. Let's head towards the palace.
Ugh. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so there is no point in... Hi there, Blue. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hi. So, but yeah, I'm going through the Whatsamahoozies, the Gears of War 2 stuff. You missed out on me having like a huge tirade about like the most recent like, you know, 18, like the most recent way from the Australian government being like, hey, you know, 18 plus peeps, you need to be doing some more ID verification and such. And my, you know, hot take of like, you know, websites deciding to be like, yeah, we won't operate in Australia are not winning the argument they think they are.
Just show them your Blockbuster membership card.
Could be good, honestly. The one that I've seen do it well in regards to like, you know, staying compliant with like say the Australian government and not being like super annoying to their consumers has been Newgrounds, where it's quite simply been a case of if we see you use a credit card once, you're an adult. If your account is older than 18 years old, you're an adult. Like they've done all these checks where it's just like they're willing to go through the auditing process and all that kind of nonsense. So anyway, actually let me get the Whatsamahoozie streamed to use. So then that way, hang on.
I'm currently in the middle of just fighting tempered monsters right now. Hmm. I don't know if you're trying to say something, Zeebs, but I can't hear you on stream.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I accidentally muted like my actual microphone and such like that. Sorry, I was like in the middle of like typing nonsense and what have you. Oh shit. Why is Dom out here? God damn it, Dom.
Is Dom is good.
Is Dom is good. Yep. And non-Australians will not understand that. Oh, I accidentally shot Dom. My bad. Damn it. Okay, Dom, you better get me back up. Thank you. We have like a deli meat brand called Dom.
Yeah, Dawn.
Like I distinctly remember the advertisement, which was like where like he's doing like an amazing like set piece or something like that. And his like comes back home, his mother made a sandwich, and the mom's like, "Oh, how was your play? Did you do great?" And he takes a bite of the bite out of the sandwich, and he goes, though it could be better. Lordy, that's an old one. Yeah, that's an old one. Look, I don't watch free TV with a lot of advertisements in the recent years. Even in my most recent new apartment, I have not yet connected the TV back up to do the whole like free TV or anything like that. Actually, when my sister was over the other day, I had a chat to her about like my office space and what have you, and the thought of like putting my actual like desk and all that kind of such in the living room. Because, like, quite frankly, I am not hosting people at this place. Like, I thought I was going to be doing a lot of hosting at my previous place, and I had a decent-sized second bedroom and all that. I did not host that many people. So, like, quite frankly, I could, like, in terms of, like, function and, like, you know, not going insane by staying in a small room and such like that, she like, you know, talked to me about the idea of, like, you know, moving the, Brain, you can do this. Yep. She talked about the idea of, like, you know, we move the desk to, like, where the television is and such like that, keeping a bookshelf on one side, having it, you know, in line / flush with the dining table I have, so the dining table stays there. And then the TV can go into, you know, this old room, and then we put, like, one of the other bookshelves, and then get, like, a really cheap, like, foam couch to put into this room that I'm in right now. All really cool ideas, but it's definitely going to take more than one pair of hands to do, and definitely not before I go off to Texas Furry Fiesta. There we go.
Oh, if you want to hear an old ad, remember this one. My mom's making Kang Tong. It doesn't take long.
I know that one. So here's the thing: is like Australia has good advertisement, but the problem is they're few and far between. Oh, goddamn.
Well, nowadays there's not that many good ads out there. Like a lot of the ads, they're not memorable in a good way. They're memorable for being literally very annoying.
Oh yeah, no, like, you know what has been actually a good advertisement, and I've shared this with like a friend at work, and it's really funny. Like, I honestly think it's brilliant. I'll need to share it with you. It's popped up a few times. I'm pretty sure I've even like shared it in the Oh, my thingamadiggy is out of ammo. I'm going to need to swap this. There we go. Where's my brain at? There was an advertisement. There we go. There was an advertisement for oh, come on, brain, you can do this. There was an Henry's, that's it. There's an advertisement for Henry's, which is like a financial like advisor app or something like that. And they to demonstrate like someone being a terrible financier or something like that for someone, guess who they brought in to like act out as like the financier guy?
Oh no.
Just take a random guess of like who they grabbed. It's someone who would be. Chat can join in on this one as well if you're not aware of like the Henry advertisement that's going around on TikTok. But basically there's like a sole contractor that's gone to this financial guy, and like the sole contractor goes to this financial guy, and this financial guy is just he's not a good financial person. Do you want to have a guess who the person is?
I wouldn't know.
Johnny Sins. Do you know who Johnny Sins is?
Sadly, no.
Okay, this is unfortunate. So this one wouldn't be funny for you. But basically, Johnny Sins is very popular on the internet because Johnny Sins is this bald man who is in a lot of pornography. And the joke is that he is a man of many talents. He has been a plumber, he has been an electrician, he has been a doctor, a financier, an astronaut. He has been all kinds of things. So there's this like the entire sequence is absolutely hilarious of him just, you know, sort of muffling his way through like trying to trying to like, you know, be seen as like a legitimate financier person to this guy, and he picks up a phone call and he's like, and he's just like, Jim's Plumbing, you need a pipe, a big pipe. I'll be there shortly. And the guy's like looking at him, and then he sees like how he has like different photos of him in different jobs behind him, and he's just like, oh, this man's gonna fuck me. It's such a stupid. I need to share this with you, Blue. It's such a good it's such a silly advertisement, and it is like, I feel like that's good modern advertisement because it's utilizing like meme knowledge a little bit, but it's just popular culture.
Install green. Install green.
Oh. I shouldn't have just run through. Dom. Okay, Dom's not following me. I remembered an old car commercial from down there about whose man keeps performing with comical results, and he just goes bugger after each one. Yeah, Toyota Hilux. What's funny is like he'll there's even the dog will say bugger.
I also remember the old Jeep ads.
Jeep?
Yeah, the one that it was like, oh, that's a Jeep.
I don't know that one. Oh, damn it.
But I'm pretty sure this is for all the Australians out there. Who remembers the freaking Amy ads where it followed Rhonda's entire storyline?
I don't know that one, but I do remember I do know the Amy, and like I remember that ending of "Lucky you're with Amy." They changed the woman at the end as well. Like that's the thing that like I don't know if this is a pet peeve with me, but they changed the woman at the end of Amy for someone that looked like, cause like basically they had like a, oh, how do I explain this? I feel like they went for a more white woman, and I'm like, why did you do that?
Oh yes, I would like that tequila sunrise.
Keep fighting, my children. Your queen is with you.
Oh, cool. Leavers.
I still like if you actually followed the Amy ads with Rhonda and Kutut, like Kutut was invited to the prom and then he missed out because everyone left by the time he showed up.
Darn. Sounds like like some like, you know, long-term storytelling, like the Long Man.
Yeah, that had a better storyline than Twilight. A freaking better love story. Have you not seen all of the Long Man?
I have seen all the Long Man. Okay, I made reference to it. All right, it's good. It popped up on, you know, like teenagers or YouTubers react on the Fine Bros. Remember that shit? Remember when we had like
yes,
a YouTube channel that was just explicitly about creating like reactions?
I still remember, let's see, what ad? Freaking, remember the Nicorette gum ads? It was like, no, Gary, no.
No, Gary,
no,
yeah.
No, Gary.
Yeah. Didn't that start as a skit from like a comedy group in Australia as well? Because like a friend,
I'm not sure.
It was like the same peeps that like pretended to be like the Taliban or something like that, pretending to be like Canadian embassy or something like that. What's the name? I don't remember the name of this group.
I'll tell you what though, like one of the most iconic Aussie ads from the early 2000s is that one Telstra ad.
The Dad, why'd they build the Great Wall of China?
It was built in the era of Emperor Nazi Gorin. To keep the rabbits out. Too many rabbits in China.
Yep. And then it's like, now Daniel will do his project on China.
The funny thing, Yeah, and what's funny is that they actually made a sequels add to that.
Did they?
Yeah, but the sequel ad actually has the child actor who's now grown up be a dad.
Okay, so like so not a sequel as in like a direct sequel of the next book report, but instead is like, oh, the kid's an adult. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and the thing is, his kid asked him a question about something, right? And obviously he gives an answer that doesn't sound right, but the kid just becomes a smartass and be like, oh, I can just search up the answer like on my tablet or something.
Ah, okay. And then
it's because the answer sounds far-fetched.
I love how Artemis is like, the Yellow Pages not happy, Jan. I don't remember that one. What I remember from the Yellow Pages...
Happy, Jan? How you not know that one?
I've not seen it in like normal like circumstances. I've seen the one that I've seen from the Yellow Pages is like there was like 2 like Chinese restaurants or something like that, one upping each other. It was, and it like they were just getting like more ridiculous setup each time until like finally like it crescendo to like someone having like fireworks going off from the sign. But the thing that made it all the difference was that she put a sticker on like the front glass saying found in the Yellow Pages.
What's funny nowadays is that the Yellow Pages in this day and age is tiny.
Yeah, no,
it's not as big as it used to be.
No, it isn't. It's very much because like the whole point of the Yellow Pages was before the age of the internet, when you wanted like information and like you wanted reputable, up to date and such. Like that was the other thing. But nowadays with the internet and like quite frankly Google making themselves the source of truth, like they're like the Yellow Pages is kind of meaningless unless you wanted to do like some weird like underground movement.
Or you wanted to do that experiment where you pretty much combine 2 Yellow Pages together and try to pull them apart.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know the one you're talking about. That's true. Mythbusters did a thing. It's a physics thing.
Yeah, but it reaches a point where you either most likely destroy the cars, or you're probably going to destroy the books. But you won't separate the books at all. You're better off just destroying them.
Aw, damn, that would have been cool if I got 2 of them with 1 stone. Damn it, he messed up my shots. Inertia is a harsh mistress.
Ah, McCain, you done it again.
Do you...
Ah, the rains are here.
Any book with a certain thickness from the rough paper, not the smooth stuff most books are made of with these days. Okay, okay.
I like how this guy's join quest message is don't get carded, please.
See, like his is a toxic positivity thing, but like it's better than yours, which is faint yourself immediately.
That's not my join quest.
What is your join
That's
quest?
My sticker.
Oh, that's your sticker.
My join quest is I'll pay for your dinner later.
Ah, okay, okay. Also, look, I got a question. How the fuck is you supposed to get Legiacris crystals? They are fucking difficult to find. I've been having a shit time.
Legiacris Sapphires, they are so annoying to get. Like, everyone in the community is looking for them. And legit, the best way I find to get them is either you fight Tempered Legiacris, or you just keep spamming Legiacris quests, like the normal ones.
Yeah, like, because Legiacris quest, there's very low chance. I've done the Tempered, so now I'm just sort of hoping that an investigation will pop up with a Tempered Legiacris that will present the crystal as a loot drop. And if that happens, I'm just going, bam, and I'm DMing you. Just be like, hey.
I know that it can appear as a guaranteed drop, but only on Tempered.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost. We need to get a...
Which, for some reason, is stupid.
They can be stopped.
But if Seregios can have it guaranteed on even normal, why can't we just have it guaranteed on Legaicus normal?
Who knows? And for whatever reason, they've made it so that it's like the most like they've made it so it's like such a common thing to get as well. You need it with so much of Legaicus's gear, and for some of the more recent, like, you know, mixed stuff like the Universal Studios Japan gear.
GOG requires it, Omega Armor requires it. And even making the weapon requires it.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Like, it's used in so many areas, and it's like, what in the world is this? Because Legaicus isn't an Elder Dragon or any of that kind of bullshit. It's not like
no,
it's the end all of all weapons. It's a fucking Rathalos of the Sea, is what it feels like to me.
It's one of the Fated Four.
The what?
Yeah, one of the Fated Four. Like, every Monster Hunter game, like, will always have one of the Fated Four in it.
You say the Fated Four as if I'm supposed to know that, like the 4 cardinal directions, or or like, you know, the 7 deadly sins. Like, what the fuck is the Fated Four?
It's a reference to a quest where you fight 4 very specific monsters.
Gee, is this in a modern Monster Hunter that I have played?
No, it's an old Monster Hunter.
Cool, so I'll have no idea who the others are.
Well, one's Mizu, one's Galavinus, the other is Legaicus, and the other one is Gamammoth.
Okay, so other than Gamammoth, that's all of them are in Wilds.
No.
Oh, wait, Glavinus, you said. Whoopsies, my bad.
Glavinus is in World.
Yeah, my bad.
For sure.
We cannot be stopped.
We'll see about that, bitch.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, tail cut, like I normally do.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, where was I? I was about to go into this weird tangent.
About the Fated Four, or did I break your
No,
concentration?
it was something before we started talking about our shared disagreement in why Legaicus sapphires are needed for everything.
Chad, does anyone remember? Was anyone paying attention to our conversations?
Nah. Actually, wait, no, I remembered. Okay. Who remembers an old, like, this was on, like, free-to-air television. The show was called Brainiac. And it was just them doing dumb science experiments like Mythbusters, except a little bit more extreme.
An Aussie television show?
I think it was at the time. It's like how on ABC there was Backyard Science, and it was just, you know, science experiments for kids.
Ah, yeah. That...
You know, ball rockets and such.
Backyard Science rings a bell. Kind of like Art Attack.
Yeah, it's some of the stuff I did like. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there one where they tried to microwave like cutlery or something? I can't remember.
That sounds ridiculous to try and do. That's a terrible idea.
Okay, Zoashia down.
Oh, are you doing
alkaline
10 star Zoashia, or are you just doing high rank just to see what happens?
I'm just doing normal because I legit melded all of my Artian parts.
Okay, okay.
As you say that, I get the freaking gem.
Bastards. Well, Zoashia Gen isn't like that difficult and such. I've seen it like I've seen base Zoashia investigation like do a gem drop thing, so
It doesn't guarantee gem all the time.
Not all the time, but there's investigations that, or not investigations, but like the thingy-majiggy will pop up.
Damn.
So
here's the
pick a
thing.
shirt.
If
I
you
love how boobs. I'm honestly curious. Like, did I have a boobs one? I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe. Hang on. Maybe I.
You know what? If you want a boobs T-shirt, just get the calculator thing for boobs.
Give me a second, because like, I've got. Oh, it's because there's more than one kind of boob shirt. I've got all titty is good titty, so I've got that shirt. I've got the D20s, which are like the natural D20s. I've got. Let's see. Hold on a Metal Gear Solid. I got the Pornhub. I've got Why I'm Single. I've got Don't Care, Boobs Bounce. Maybe that's the one they're talking about. Maybe that's the one they're talking about is K. So, boobs. Maybe that's the one they're talking about. Let me go swap to that shirt then. Are you talking about this one, Soylent Orange? Don't Care plus Boobs Bounce when I walk?
Well,
look, it's a fun shirt.
Just letting you know, if you're gonna microwave an egg, what do you think is going to happen? You're technically boiling the water inside of an egg. And where's that steam going to go?
It's gonna be rotating around.
Nah, you got a meat bomb.
Alright, yep, you're all good. Alright. Where's the...
I miss Elliot from Roller Coaster. That was great.
Roller Coaster?
Jack, set off the beacon.
Yes.
Okay.
The Aussies in the chat will know this. Like, the way that he ends each of his segments, like, each day, like, just finishes up the show. He's like, goodbye for now, but not forever.
We gotta buy Jackson.
And then we had to see him say it for the last time.
Good night.
Like Brainiac as a show, I did enjoy. There's things I remember, but I can't remember it in full scope. It's like a vague dream.
That's what happens when you get old. Memories just starts to blur. God damn, I am gassy as all can be. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling of gas.
Hey, but I'll tell you this, like, as a kid, I wouldn't say traumatized, I got scared of that one kid show on ABC.
Grizzly Tales?
Grizzly Tales for gruesome
I knew you were gonna bring that one up, because that gets me as well, personally.
Now, that show doesn't hit me as hard, like, I just already know, but, man, I'm like... As a kid who has no sense of the world or like what's real or not,
yeah,
it hits ya. Yeah, it was complete nightmare fuel. Like a lot of the times that like you see the consequences, like the kids get turned into something else. The kids get, you know, eaten or cannibalized. Or the kids get turned into, you know, another animal or something.
Yeah.
Like, it is just straight up crazy. Pie. I remember the one where, what is it? The kid gets eaten by, I think, a snake. Or something. A snake or an alligator. And it was meant to be a lesson on taking care of your pets. And understanding what your pets are capable of.
Let's check. I'm waiting. Like, I'm waiting on this. Is it because I accidentally died and it, like... does it want me to go through like a particular door at this point? Nope. Does it want me out? Here's the
Okay,
thing.
let's see. I'll make this my last quest.
Alright, alright. Oh, there's the grind lift.
Watch it! Grind lift's coming in!
All right, the beacon worked.
Clear surrounding area for okay, so this is... And I got rid of my mortar thing, which is annoying.
Yeah, I don't like how there is the host of this quest. Their name is Submissive, and they're using a hammer.
I don't know how I feel about that either. That's kind of funny though.
Is it like they're the submissive one, or they're beating monsters into submission?
I think they're the submissive one.
Ironic. It's one of those things where you could be a switch for all I care, not use Zeebs.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean.
Wait, what kind of? Oh, like switch axe?
Damn, they're tough.
Yes.
I love the meme of like all the times like people like try to abbreviate switch axe and they go for SA on the internet and it's like do not shorthand switch axe as SA. It just there's a reason why they stuck to swax.
Swax. Freaking you here with your GS.
Skyfire.
I just say for my weapons I'm like DB and IG.
Oh shit. Dom. Oh, he's dead. Yes, I need a hand, but unfortunately everyone's dead.
Let's see. What else could I put as a nostalgic trip for people?
You're trying to...
Yes. Channel 7, Deal or No Deal. And it's like, the car! The car! The car! He's got the freaking car! Like the good old Deal or No Deal, not the current one. The current one, the highest amount of money you can get is like 100,000.
Oh, that sucks. Also, why aren't the panels going up? Why aren't the panels going up?
They did put in a thing where if you fail, like let's say you get a chummy freaking case, like at the end you reveal it, they do give you an option to exchange your case for a random one.
Oh, interesting.
But keep in mind that the random one could be higher or lower than what you currently got. But from what I can see, a lot of the time it's usually something that's a bit higher, but by a reasonable amount. Like it's not crazy big, but how would you feel about like you got the $500, but suddenly you got the you exchanged it and got the case that gave you 2,000?
Ah, yeah, okay.
Like that's pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. Hopefully I put that to the proper spot. Really.
But apparently from the history of Deal or No Deal, only 4 people won the 200,000.
Yeah, and like a lot of the time someone would like make a deal like the end, like they do their bank deal and then all of a sudden it's like they look at their case now and it's like, oh no, you had the 2,000 then.
But in my honest opinion, like if it was a choice between 200,000 and the 10,000, like the split is like, let's say 75 or something.
Yeah.
I would still take the deal because no matter what, like sure, getting the 200,000 would be great, but the 10,000, you're like, all right, I got 10,000.
Yeah, no, I get what you're talking. Like, it's a whole like thing. Like, it is a I'm pretty... Like, it's not a Prislier's dilemma. It's a Monty Home problem, I'm pretty sure. Where it's like, you know, if your option is like one of two, is like one of two prices, and like one's the weaker, and you know, make your choice and what have you. Sorry, I just need to avoid the... Okay, how in the world did you avoid that?
I will say this though, if your choice was between the 100,000 and 200,000, I would probably go for the no deal. Because you already got a large amount of money coming in as it is. But if the difference between your minimum and maximum values is way too high, you gotta take the safe bet.
Exactly.
It's not about being greedy, it's about being realistic.
There's probably like a whole math now to the deal or no deal now, which is probably why they done their alteration as they did.
Welcome back to Delta.
End of the world, baby. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
I think I'd take the tropical island.
I know that as a kid, I was technically forced to watch this show after I got back from school.
Oh, you didn't want to watch MASH?
No, I didn't want to watch MASH, but I actually...
so good.
MASH is great, but I'm like, I want to watch something else. But I was made to watch It's Academic, if anyone knows what that is, on Channel 7. This was like at 4:30 or something.
Yep.
Or 4.
Most likely 4, because I think at 4:30... No, it must have been 4:30, because I think at 4 it was MASH.
Yeah, so pretty much, It's Academic was a, what is it? A show where you got the host, obviously, and you got kids from different primary schools.
Oh, hell, we still don't know how...
And they're all competing against each other in games. You know, it's pretty much like Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, except it's just the kids fighting out against each other.
Or Go-Go Stop.
Yeah. But the questions and answers were actually things that you probably learn.
Well, the same could be said about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or,
No shit!
Like, here's the thing, like, it was all things like, what's the freaking, formula to find out the area of a circle and whatever. But it's something you'll learn in school.
Yeah,
like, they'll test subjects and all that. They'll even say, what's the major city in Queensland or whatever, and you have to buzz. I don't think it's that you have to buzz in. They would go to each of the schools and be like, what's your answer for this or whatever.
I think it was a buzzing. Otherwise, it's just, you know, you're doing tests.
Yeah. Oh, I remember it. I always wanted to be on it. Yeah, I was like, why is my primary school not on there?
I think, like, back when I was in Adelaide, there was like an after-school program, or not an after-school program, but there was a television show called, I think it was either BTN Behind the News or TTN The Total News. And for some of their, like, little explanation demonstrations, they would go to a particular school to act out, like, you know, different sort of things. And the school I was at, they used our students for explaining voting.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think it's BTN. I remember it was BTN.
Yeah.
BTN was great. Shut up. It was, in my opinion, very informative good to go. In the day. Like, as a kid, I'm just like, oh, I'm actually learning something. I wish it taught me how to do my taxes, but
well,
it did a way better job than what some schools were teaching.
Yeah, and what's more is, like, somewhat, like, I remember someone explained it to me where it's like, the whole point of the school isn't to, like, teach, like, they kind of do already through mathematics and, like, social studies, but the problem is that, like, students can opt into some of the classes they want, And it isn't about, you know, teaching them explicitly about taxes, because what are you teaching them in taxes? You would need to teach about, like, you know, politics, like what an elected official is and their purpose and such. And, like, we're already taught that, and we're bored of that. We do not, like, the fact is like, there were so many things that were going on in school that we just didn't care about. And you just had to, like, almost re-educate yourself. Like, there was a
thing is that,
oh, what the hell happens here?
but the good thing is they put it into a term in terms that kids would understand. And what I mean kids understand, this is like basically you as a 5th or 6th grader.
Yep.
Like, you're at a point where you're not exactly an adult, but you're starting to get an understanding of the world.
I remember there was, like, a school trip into the CBD, and we had, like, we had the option of going to, like, different places, like a courtroom or something like that.
Let's find a way.
Oh, so I went to all 3 of the courts on one school trip because they were all on the same street.
Well, that was mighty convenient that the courts, you know, kept themselves together instead of doing like it is in Washington, D.C., where it's just like an entire fucking plaza separating all the places.
Yeah, and obviously, I did get bag searched and everything.
You were a suspicious boy. They looked at you and they went with the little cue card and they went, yeah, nah, let's do a random search of you, sir. Have you seen that Family Guy meme? The little chart that says like okay, not okay. Look, no one's immune to it. At least of all Australians. There is fighting each other. Yeah. What the hell? Hang on. So my mom, like, she gets stopped into like airports and what have you. And if you met my mom, like, spoiler alert for people that have not you know, don't know who I am and such like that, but might get a, like, small thing. My mom is white, like, you know, just classical white. And she still gets stopped for random searches and airports and what have you, which is the funniest thing.
I get stopped if I have facial hair.
Is it just any facial hair, or is it one of those cases of like you've tried different ones and you're like, okay, cool. So no one questions the sideburns, but if it touches the chin, it's a no. Have you ever done that? Ever made it that far?
Oh my.
I get stopped 9 times out of 10. I'm as basic as one can get. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, Australians, like, sometimes it is properly random, and then other times it's not random. Like,
here's the.
Go on.
It's one of those. I get stopped and checked by customs. Like, I had this happen when I went to Japan and New Zealand. They're just like, we're putting you aside. I'm like, sure, go nuts. And all they find in my bag is legit a deck of cards.
They look at it and they just go, what's pot of greed? Is this code?
Yeah. Like, to be honest though, if you put a deck of cards through an X-ray, you're just like, what the hell is this?
It's just like a block of like lead to them, isn't it?
Yeah, because I double sleeve.
Jesus. What are you, like a collector or some shit, or do you actually, like, cuz there's no point, you don't need to double sleeve your cards. Come on.
Dude, each of my decks is a minimum 500 USD in value.
You sleeve it once then. You don't need to double sleeve it.
Yes, I do. Freaking, you have no idea the value of some of my cards.
I can understand that when you say that you have deck of cards that is at the value of like $500. I have a $300 deck alone in my gruel, but I'm telling you now, I'm not fucking around with double sleeving. You can get away with one.
Right. Double sleeving also protects the top part of your cards. Because when you do certain shuffles, you can nick the top cards of your inside your sleeves.
Chat, if you're a card person, type 1 if you single sleeve, type 2 if you double sleeve. or type in whatever number for however many times that you sleeve. I'm a oneer. I'm a oneer. Blue's a twoer. See, look at that. Soil and orange already is just a singular sleeve. You just need to do one sleeve. It's fine.
Zero sleeve Andy, what the hell are you on?
Miss. Okay, wait. Is this because you have no deck of cards, or is it because like you are just quite simply a psychopath, and I'm gonna need to gift you a set of like card sleeves?
You'll be surprised that majority of people that play minimum double sleeve. That's it. They only go double sleeve.
Absolute insanity. That is some OCD
If you're really casual, you go single sleeve because you don't even have the knowledge that there's like inner sleeves or whatever.
If you're
outer
casual,
sleeves.
you don't even sleeve because they're just cards to you.
In my case, like, what? I'm not gonna double sleeve my freaking dual land?
Yeah. So
or my fetch lands? Have you seen the price of a freaking dual land now?
Oh, Caliber is asking which card game are we double sleeving? Magic. We're gonna be, but like, here's the thing: is that like it's a card game, okay? Like, who's like it doesn't matter whether it's flesh, whether it's what was it, Flesh and Blood or Pokemon TCG or any fucking Munchkins. If you wanted to be extra protective,
you should know nowadays how hard it is to get into a card game hobby, except Flesh and Blood, because that's designed to be cheap and it's great. I love it.
I should really get Flesh and Blood at some point.
Yeah, but it is so hard to actually get into the games because of the price point. If you get into Yu-Gi-Oh, your extra deck is at a minimum is going to be at least $1,000, just the extra deck alone.
No,
I'm not joking. Like, you can get some cards cheaper by getting the cheaper prints, but some things you need to get free ofs, especially if you're going to go for staples. The staples are insane. It's not cheap to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I physically don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Caliber says precons get single sleeve, custom decks get double sleeve. So that's an interesting way of looking into it.
Right, because you could always buy precons, but
I suppose.
I build decks from scratch.
Has something to do with the even flow.
Pokemon TCG is a weird one. You can just get away with single sleeve good amount of time, but if you're like those fanatics out there that want alt art of cards or want the shiniest glitter bomb to reflect light into your opponent's face, you will want a double sleeve because of how much value those cards have.
Right. Oh, Artemis responded. What'd she say? I haven't had any of the originals appraised. They are in a folder, but all my other cards aren't in sleeves. I think my most expensive out of those is like $14 when it first came out. Mine are Pokemon. I don't play Magic. Ah. You have some ults. Ah, shit.
Yeah, like,
running around.
This is what I mean. Like, depending on the card game you play and how much investment you decide to put into it, is how much you're willing to protect said cards. Like,
I will be real, I am looking to get like a better like bulk card holder, so then that way like I don't have like just lots of little deck boxes or the crappy plastic bags. So I did do like a pre-order for a cool Lord of the Rings like deck box that holds like 1,000 cards, which will be perfect for holding all of my spare uncommons and some of the rares. Yeah! Get fucked.
Yeah, but overall, just saying that a lot of the time it depends on the card game. If anyone plays Weiss Schwartz for some apparent reason, yeah, if one of you knows a Weiss Schwartz, well, you will know.
Good luck figuring out like who in my stream is like playing Weiss Schwartz. I'm pretty sure it's Magic, Pokemon, and that's it. You're not gonna get someone with like deep card knowledge.
Like, I technically can play Y Schwartz. Like, I actually have Y Schwartz decks. It's just that there's no one here that plays it except in Victoria or whatever. And I own a deck that is illegal to play here. Like, straight up illegal to play.
Oh my gosh. Chat, Blue is breaking the law. Illegal decks.
The issue with it is that the deck was never released in English. Never released.
Ah, so the illegal aspect is we can't read the card, so the judge won't let you play it.
You can play they did the thing where you're allowed to play the Japanese version of the cards as long as the English equivalent exists.
But in this regard, an English equivalent doesn't.
It's one of those things. Okay, so Y Schwartz, if you want to know what the game's about, it's pretty much series fighting each other. All right. Like freaking Sword Art Online versus Axel World, freaking Disgaea versus Fairy Tail, all this other stuff. Yeah, and a lot of it was all, Japanese series or whatever. Freaking Kantai collection. Yeah, who knows Kantai?
So you could have Leon fight against someone from like Playhouse What's-a-Who's horror game.
If the series exists in Y Schwartz, because it has to be put out there.
Oh, I have something I want to talk about, actually.
Like, you can even have Miku freaking fight
I don't know if you care about this, Blue, but I like my shit posts. I very much love shit posting. These are, like, shit posting is probably, like, one of my favorite parts of the internet, and there's, like, and I, like, stick deep into it quite often. Now, as much as I try and do most of my communications and what have you primarily through Blue Sky, I'm gonna be frank with you, Blue Sky does not have a good shit posting culture. It is weak sauce. If you want, like, authors' opinions or artists and what have you, safe for work, not safe for work, you know what? Go ahead, go nuts. That's great. But if you want, like, some low quality shit posts, like the most recent one that we're getting, which I so much love on Twitter, Leon is just becoming the but Goku can beat them kind of thing. They're just throwing they're just throwing Leon into all this random like horror games where it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, and they're just in like they have a picture of Leon in a GIF doing like a little like knife flick from Resident Evil 4 remake, and he's going, Five Nights at Freddy's? I only packed for 3. And then there's like, going into Final Fantasy against Sephiroth, and he's just like, this is your Final Fantasy. Like, he's just doing some real dumb fucking quips, and it's usually on the lines of like parry, quip, doing a backflip. It's so funny. It's so great. But unfortunately, no one on fucking Blue Sky does low quality shit posts. There is no bot, like, just throwing in, like, just random bullshit. It's just filled with The Onion and highbrow artists doing funny, when really, you could be, there's just not a lot of, like, encouragement of the lowbrow memes of just, like, image macros and what have you, like it is on Twitter.
I'll tell you what's funny. I still get some of my shit posts from Facebook because of some of the weird groups I'm in.
Okay, you're even weirder. What do you mean Facebook? Facebook is where the aunts and the uncles are. That's not where fresh memes are.
That you have no idea. I'm legit part of a Facebook group called Tobias Cunt Posting.
That is a wild name. Okay. How many people are in this Tobias What's-a-Who's posting?
A lot, because it's meant to reference the Australian episode of The Simpsons where there's this kid named Tobias.
Okay, so it's a Simpsons page.
Yeah, and all it is people putting together Simpsons memes with Australian references.
Okay. I can get behind it. Respectable. But I still can't keep in my head just like the ludicrousness of like, yes, you're Facebook for fresh memes.
Like, it's got a bunch of references, like they put like characters from Neighbors on top, photoshopped onto Simpsons characters and whatever. And obviously, the most common meme that's going around is essentially that those people, you know, those people that are into pingers and drugs and all that.
Eshays, is that what they're called?
No, those are Eshays are people trying to show off that they're rich, but we know they're not.
Okay.
It's insane. Like, seeing like, oh, freaking, how much freaking asbestos do we need?
Blue Sky needs its own drill. Here's the thing. Drill is on Blue Sky, but it's not enough to get like one major voice. You need a lot of voices and a lot of little voices deciding to do the whole, like, you know, doing their silly little thing. Like, that's the problem. You can't make an economy with an the ecosystem needs bugs. You can't get away with just creating your environment with the biggest monsters. You need diversity. You need an echelon. You need a cycle of all sorts of things from big to small. And the problem is that, you know, we've gotten some of the medium ones with the artists and what have you, but quite frankly, we need more. We need oh, what the fuck is this? Hang on. Oh.
Check this out.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a very low tier meme.
You give me a low tier meme? Alrighty then. Is this from your Tobias, what was it, shit posting?
No, it's from something else.
Okay. Happy Meal, nice. Yeah, respectable, respectable. See, that's good. I would love to see that on Blue Sky. It's a...
Yeah, I would like to see that too, but here you go. I also miss this kind of meme as well.
I wonder if it's because of the... I wonder if it's because of the... We've gotten these memes, we don't see them on Blue Sky, but we're like trying to be respectful and not post memes that we didn't, you know, make ourselves. Like, when I saw Legally Distinct King K. Rool at SeaWorld and I had my own photo of Legally Distinct King K. Rool, then I posted it on Blue Sky. I probably could have gotten a Legally Distinct King K. Rool or Legally Distinct Nintendo characters off the internet and then posted it on Blue Sky, but I didn't want to do that. Like, is this the gap where we just don't have, like, you know, people that don't give a shit about, like, you know, artist protections and stuff like that on Blue Sky to do it?
I feel like people don't go to Blue Sky to shitpost.
But we're meant to be like people want to avoid X is the point. So like, yeah, it needs to be able to do a lot of things. It's good for, you know, supporting your artists and maybe seeing some random, like, you know, news article about science or medicine. It doesn't do really good with the politicians, what have you. I will be like a little bit frank with that. Like, you get way more news about Mayor Mondani good news from TikTok than you do from Blue Sky, which is a little disappointing. Because I think Blue Sky is just hyper-focused on just blocking every dissenting voice. So it's like we get into like, oh, you either get an echo chamber because the algorithm is pushing it, or you get an echo chamber because you're shutting off, like, dissenters.
Why do you think every now and then I post up something from a Korean manhwa?
Desperation in the raids.
That I can appreciate.
Their home turf.
Because like the expression, it's a meme, all right? Freaking, I see it as a meme. Like, why is this not going around?
You know what? I'm gonna grab your Happy Meal and I'm gonna grab that Happy Meal image you sent me, and I'm gonna post it to Blue Sky. Fuck it. Like, let's see. Someday the algorithm will, like, you know, do its thing. I don't want to put any hashtags. Like, that's the problem. Is like some hashtags like are not necessary in the yeah. Well, Blue Sky will figure it out one day.
Yeah, it will figure it out. Like, there's a bunch of crazy-ass memes out there. Be the shitpost you want to see in the world. Like, here's the thing. Like, I put up, like... You know what? I'm gonna send Zeebs an example of what I would shitpost. Okay? And you show it to all of them, alright?
Alright, you're gonna send me your shitpost?
Yes.
Be the shitpost you want to see in the world. I tried doing that Soylent Island recently, so yeah.
This long without some help. Behind you!
Alright, here you go. Here's a bunch of freaking reference material. But yeah, you show this to chat. They need to understand the level of craziness that I'll go to. No one else posts this stuff. And then when someone references or says to me, I know where this is from, I'm like, you know where all the good stuff is.
Oh, you gave me 4 images. For fuck's sake. I'll do the last one. I'll do the last one, okay?
I reckon the third one is better.
Oh, then give me the third one. Don't...
I'm giving you choice.
This must be what it was like when Unnamed was listening to me, like, you know, having a debate about which image to show off. All right. Ding.
I challenge your autism, all right? I challenge it.
You challenge the autism, do you? Chat, this is apparently from a manhwa. Behold.
Just so you know, he's the main protagonist, and people don't like him because he looks scary.
He looks so fucked up.
See, freaking Soylent Orange knows this. The series has been completed, and I'm happy that I read it.
Good for you.
Great.
Ultimate Estate 8 designer.
It's the Great Estate developer. It's because there's the official release and then there's the fan translated release. Even though the official one hasn't been completed yet, the fan one has. The fan's translation.
All right. Let me just hide that. Let's go back to this game. Actually, hang on. One of the things I should do is stop any raiders because, you know, I ideally will be done with streaming in the next, like, little while. I kind of don't want to test my limits on this one, and because if I start seeing flashing going off, I'm going to close out of this game, and I'm just going to get us ready to go raiding.
Don't those things explode?
Here's the thing, Soylent. Like, it's not a fetish when the other characters that are with the main protagonist start doing similar expressions as well.
Your bravery does your queen.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I'm actually, instead of reading mangas, I just read Korean and Chinese manhwas and manhwas.
I still like my mangas. I've not picked up anything explicitly new though. I am very much just reading the popular ones because I went through Delicious in Gungeon in like a weekend. I love the anime. It took me like a week to get through the anime because I'm a bit slow on that one. But then I learned that there was a manga for it, and I was like, I'm just gonna read the manga. And it turns out the manga's finished. I got that done in a weekend. I read so fucking quickly. You wouldn't believe. It's so great. So I do that with Spy X Family. I have done I need to go through a list of like manga I've finished and such and get a list.
Like Delicious in the Dungeon, like. I was reading it and waiting for the bloody chapters to release every week. I was in that stage.
Oh, you were in at the start. Ow! What the shit?
Yeah, and like here's my issue right now. Like a lot of mangas are currently stuck in that. It's either you're gonna get isekai'd, or it's gonna be a fantasy setting. But I hate the fantasy scenario of, oh, I got kicked out of the SSS ranked party and whatever. You know what I mean, right?
It's the, like, instead of it being like, you know, free rent, it's more like, you know, reincarnated in the fantasy world as a vending machine, or I picked the most useless skill in this fantasy. Like, I know what you're talking about.
I love campfire cooking in another world because at least that went away from the typical isekai thing. But then there was these other series that started trying to copy that kind of trope of okay, character gets summoned to another world, they're pretty much useless as a hero. So then you suddenly see their side adventure, which is much better than, you know, them trying to beat whatever the Demon King, Demon Lord, or whatever the big baddie is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Rising of the Shield Hero, at least, because that one was different.
Uh-oh.
But manga is being pretty slow on the updates.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But
sorry, I got.
yeah, you're getting mobbed.
Dig in, baby.
Yep.
Going into overtime.
I have no clue if I'm reaching the end of this game or not. Like, do you mind doing a quick googling and seeing like? So right now I'm at called The Hive Best Laid Plans.
This bitch's house is creepy.
This is it, Delta. We pull this off, we end the war.
This is either going to be a halfway point or it is actually the end of the.
Wait, where are you?
The Hive Best Laid Plans.
You still got a bit to go. Quite a bit.
I sense an ambush. Stay alert.
I will say that you are getting closer to the end of the game, but you're not at the end.
Is this like the final act? Is that what it is?
You're in the second last act.
Ah, okay. Gotta go get a root canal. Ooh, root canal's not gonna be good.
Oh, root canal's not fun.
Who the hell's dropping all our cover? Ain't no way we getting in there.
Marcus, we need to fall back.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though, I will say about like the Korean manhwas and the Chinese manhwas. Apparently, the Chinese love anything that involves cultivation and murim.
What was the second one? Sorry.
Murim, basically freaking Chinese sword fantasy cultivation nonsense. It's a name of a location where freaking people indulge in their Chinese sword fantasy.
Okay.
And then Koreans, they have this weird addiction to anything involving leveling up with a system, dungeons, and some random tower that's in the middle of the country.
Yeah, that sounds like some Sword Art Online bullshit.
Yeah, and I guarantee you this. Friggin' when it came to solo leveling, like, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I love solo leveling or whatever, and I'm here like, I was there when I was waiting every week.
There must be a back entrance.
I'm not saying that I'm, like, being elite or whatever for this, but there's so many people out there, like, you know, the normies that just join in and just like, man, I don't think you fully comprehend what's going on here.
Are you gatekeeping fucking manhwas after, you know, people got through God Tower and, what's the one with, like, the battle arena?
Okay, so are you talking about Tower of God? Like, Tower of God...
Sorry, Tower of God.
Tower of God, like, for me, it's currently on hold because I feel like it's not really going anywhere.
It wasn't supposed to. It's just a forever manga. Like, there's this one that I was reading where it's like history's strongest gamer or something like that. I don't know. Baird, are you gonna revive me? Nope. Bastard.
I kind of... Okay, so for me, that's going on hold. I'm still waiting for a hardcore leveling warrior to update.
Okay.
I think there's something with the artist, or that's...
Oh, Records of
That's
Ragnarok.
kind of a bit
That's
of an
something
issue.
I still want catch up on. I was kind of excited to hear when it was getting an anime adaptation, but The anime adaptation, from what I saw, was like it wasn't really doing that, good of a job, in my opinion.
The current issue with solo leveling Ragnarok is that the artist in question is doing the mandatory military thing.
The solo leveling or Records of Ragnarok?
There's solo leveling Ragnarok.
Oh, solo! I did not know there was a solo leveling Ragnarok.
It's meant to be a sequel to solo leveling, but it's the you already know what happens at the end of solo leveling, right?
No. This is
okay.
all new
Then
to me. Like, believe it or not, like that I have not read. I can probably put time into reading solo leveling if it's done and get through it real fast.
Solo leveling's been done ages ago. It's been done for quite a while.
Yeah, but it probably because of the fact it was called solo leveling, and I didn't want to go through like Sword Art Online or Log Horizon. I probably forced myself not to deal with it because of that.
It's not a game. That's the thing. It's basically system thing in real world. But a lot of the Korean manhwas at the moment aren't updating because the artists that make said manhwas
are doing their military service. You mentioned that.
Yeah, because that's a thing in South Korea. You got to do your mandatory military service. And I'm just here like, you know what? That's a fair excuse. Like, I'm fine with this. Artists can't do thing because they're doing a service to their country.
Yep.
And imagine if we had to do that mandatory thing, but it's like, you only have to serve for a certain period of time, and afterwards you can decide to continue and stay, or you could just go back to your everyday life.
Yep.
So how are we gonna find the queen?
Well, where would you hide the queen of the grubs?
At the bottom.
I currently have another streamer up on my thing, and so I hear boss music. I'm like, oh my god, is that the Devil Joe music? And it's like, oh wait, they freaking go through a playlist.
Okay. Actually, do you want to raid into them? What's their name?
They're called Dino Goat. They're doing art.
Yeah, that's fine.
They are, just keep in mind, muted, but they are reading the chat, so they're typing stuff out.
Goat?
Yeah, Dino Goat. They're doing art.
DYNOGOAT?
Yeah, DINO.
Oh, DI.
Yeah, Dino.
Yep, I thought Dino with a Y. Like, dynamic, not dinosaur. Oh yeah, I hear the Devil Joe when I unmute it. All right, you know what, chat? Hang on. Yeah, we just got to here, so I'm gonna say, exit game. You're about to return to the? Oh, actually, not to the party. Return to main menu, just so then that way it's like properly closed off and such. Because I think that elevator was like a checkpoint. So we're gonna end it here. Quit the game. No. Close. Quit the game. There we go. So yeah, I am gonna call the stream here because I know it's like 9:30. I don't want to test my luck. What the? Not that. Where's my YouTube music? Here we go. Here's the YouTube music. So yeah, so I don't want to like stress my PC any further. So, I think, 3.5 hours, I reckon that's a decent amount of time, especially since some of us are like, going to sleep and what have you. I'm just going to snooze that thingamadiggy for the next 5 minutes, and let's go and raid into Dino Goat. What is our raid message going to be? Is it going to be a classic himbo raid message? What do you think, Blue?
Well, it's your stream, and I'm currently just looking at the meme that you posted from me, and I don't know where I got this meme from.
Alright, well, let's just go with the classic himbo raid then for now. If you're not subscribed, that's okay. You're welcome to use whatever other kinds of emotes you want. I will be using mine. And yeah, we will get through more of Gears of War 2 Wednesday night. We're gonna be going. We'll go through more of them then. But yeah, I reckon we're doing some pretty decent pacing and what have you. Getting through Gears of War in like 2 or 3 streams, I think is an appropriate amount because I think Gears of War Reloaded, it took us like only 2 streams to do it, but I was playing on PC and there was no technical difficulties with that one, so it was like properly getting it done in like 4 hours in a campaign that said it would be like 8 hours or less. So I imagine with this one, we get 3 hours done in the first, we get 3 hours done in the next. Probably gonna get the third one done in like 2 hours or so for all we know. So it might be a short Wednesday stream before we go and play into Gears of War 3 on the Friday, but we'll see how we go on Wednesday. But yeah, otherwise, thank you everyone who came along to tonight's stream. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Go, ding, dong.